afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you are. Welcome back to Real Talk with Michaela. Today, I have a guest speaker joining me from the UAE in London, Dr. Mansour Malik. He is the founder of the International Diplomat Business Club and the Diplomat Business Magazine. He's joining us to discuss some good insights on Rumi, who was a 13th century poet, jurist, scholar, theologian, and mystic. So welcome, Mansour. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Michaela. I'm fine. Thank you very much.
Most welcome. I'm glad to have you on. We've been wanting to do this show for a while on Rumi, so I'm really glad that we get to do it today. But first, I want you to, if you would be willing to share with the listeners, just a little bit about yourself, what you've done in your life, and what you're doing now.
Okay. Thank you very much for having me on this program. My life is all surprises, and most of the things which I wanted to do, I couldn't do them, but the things, they happened for me, and I'm very pleased that right from my childhood to the young age, to the college, to the university, everything, I think it was designed, and some hidden force was guiding me on the step by step. And until this moment, even contacting you and all that, these all things are surprising for me. And without my efforts, much efforts, and I was being guided. And this is where I believe that one force which has a master plan for all its creature. And that master plan works for everybody as long as we recognize that we belong to God, and the God has mercy for us and a plan, and we connect toward the spirituality. We can connect God through our spirit. The human essence is material and spiritual. Spiritual is the most important, which is eternal, whereas the material is temporary. But what is happening that we give all our importance and attention to our appearances and about our material side of ourself. So our self is reality, in reality soul, and the soul, which is the most important, which is neglected. And we don't know. Many people know. Those who, I think, they get happier and they do good things. And they do good things for the world, for the people around them, everywhere in the universal, then they belong like a universal child. I feel universal child. I am a British national. I did practice in UK, and now I live in UAE. But
okay.
In that way, I feel I belong to the entire world. All world belongs to me, and I belong to all world and all people. This is where it is. And there are lots of things, but I cannot take all those on this short program. We will concentrate all on Rumi, and I think the Rumi is the best guide for all humanity, and it's getting so popular, and it's so popular all over the world, in United States, in Europe, from the time immemorial. He was in the 13th century, 1207, he was born, and he was born in a place called Balkh, which is the part of the Afghanistan old Persian Empire. So it was within the Persian Empire he was born. But when the Genghis Khan started attacking the world, so that time him and his father moved to the current Turkey, which is at that time there was called, still it is, the name is Anatolia, so Antalya. So they moved up, and his father was a very deep spiritual Muslim Sufi scholar. So he established a school in Konya, where after his passing over, leaving this world, Rumi became the successor at the age of 24, but he was very spiritual from the very beginning, very knowledgeable. He earned a lot of reputation all over the area, and people coming and students and everybody is loved. So his whole life changed. His perception about the life, about the faith, about the people, about the world changed. with 40 days spending with a strange man who appeared into his life from just as a surprise for him, because he was very famous, books and scholars and everything was there. So this is called the man who looked like just like a poor man. Outwardly, he looked just ordinary man. And he confronted him and he asked him one question. Rumi was a great scholar. He couldn't answer that. He got surprised. What this man? He's looking like a beggar, just a poor person. How he can get this type of two high question about the universe and about spirituality and divine, you see, the kingdom and all that. So he was surprised. While he was thinking on this, what the Shams he did, he took the bag of books and throw them into water nearby, and he became very mad, Rumi, on him. But that is not the time that we have laser printers and we have this and that publishing houses. That time people are writing with the just ink and pen, and paper was not very common. So he thought, you destroy my old treasure. You don't know. He said, so what is the use of these books? They cannot give me one answer. You want these books? He said, yes. He brought the books back and they were dry. He was surprised. And he said, what is this? He said, this is what you don't understand. You don't have this knowledge. This knowledge I have. Oh, he held his hand and he really requested him that please come with me. And then at his house he took him. He was living very, very in a rich way. He has servants, he has family, he has a big house, garden, all that in that time. So he said, my guest. And when he goes to his home and his children and family, they look at this beggar looking like a person that he's this, Rumi saying that is my guest, my honorable guest. Please open this. And then they said, 40 days, these lessons he taught them, and they are now known to us, 40 rules of love. So
that was from that encounter?
Yes, that was encounter of the 40 rules. Every day one rule was taught. After this, people were getting upset because of their relationship, because of their closeness, and Rumi neglecting family, neglecting students, neglecting everything, neglecting himself, only just submitting to him. And his sons and some of the disciples thought this man is a magician. He has hypnotized him. He has played some magic on him, some evil on him. So this great scholar can't do anything. And he's just captured by this magician. So they tried many ways to get rid of this man, but they couldn't fail. Ultimately, they said there's only one way left. We persuaded Rumi. We talked with this man to leave our Rumi, but they are not listening. They are not giving any attention to our talk. Only way left is that we have to get this man killed. Otherwise, we cannot get free from this man. So then they planned his killing, but that was, I believe, 37th day of their meetings, and then something happened. And that day, because this man was divinely guided under the plan of God, he was working on Rumi, and Rumi was chosen for this task to influence and impress all the world, which is now everybody is impressed, and all faiths, all believers, non-believers, everybody talk about Rumi. So this is where he said to him, okay, you are go and bring the 2 bottles of wine go to the tavern. And Rumi said to him, please, people are talking so much against us, and if I go there, this would be a very, very bad. Oh, Rumi, you're still thinking about people. I thought you were thinking about God. Oh, please go. Rumi realized his mistake, and he went. He said, no, go and sit with these people in tavern, talk nicely with them, then buy the 2 bottles, and bring them in your hands open. Don't hide them in a bag. Let people see. Okay? This is how he come back and home, and people see this was become the news of the town. Oh, Rumi been known as a drinker, he's alcoholic, this, that, this man has made him drunk. And I seen him myself. Everybody is telling, talk of the town. Now he comes back, Rumi with heart, heavy mind, still he not understanding why this man wants him to bring the alcohol, and which he never trusted. So when Rumi come back, oh, very nice bottle. It looks nice wine. Let's enjoy it. Just enjoy it outside. Sit in the garden, and we just enjoy it over there. Rumi, under his command, he followed his instruction. They sat in the garden, and then he said, okay, Rumi, open the bottle for me, please. He opened the bottle, and he said, oh, very, very, very nice wine. So I must enjoy it. And by the time he's just talking, and he looks on the right side, there is a branch of a dead rose. He said, oh, look this the rose branch. This is dead. This branch needs more this drink wine than me. Let me give this drink to this the rose, dead branch. He puts that. All he pours the drink there, and within seconds, this becomes green, and on top of it, a rose flower comes up. And the second bottle, now the Rumi begin to understand. He said, no, let me open the bottle for you, and then it is your turn. And then he gave it to Rumi. He said, look, another, the rose is also dead, so please give it to him. So he did. So again, another rose comes up. Then Rumi understood, and after 3 days, he understood Shams that no, his time is up, the Rumi, and no people are planning to kill him. So he disappeared, mysteriously disappeared. And after his disappearance, what the Rumi said, he said, I went after these lessons, I went to the churches, I went to the synagogues, I went to the temples, I went to Vatican, I went to Kaaba, but I could not find God nowhere there. But I was keep looking and looking, searching for God, and ultimately I found God inside my heart. And since that day, I fell in love with him, and I could see him, and I could feel him, and I start living with him. And not a single moment of my life was without God after this. And then he said to people, oh, the message is this, that the faith is love. My faith is love. My temple is heart. My temple is heart. My faith is love. Please love God and love God's creature and love each other. Love and stay in love and connect with the people through the emotions of your love. And that is what, and expect nothing. And try. Even if you have to break your heart, let it broken. When it breaks, it opens. And when it opens, you see the real world. And you can see what your eyes cannot see, but you can see through the eyes of your heart. So this was the message we spread so all over. So people, hundreds and thousands of books have been written by the Western scholars, European scholars, American scholars, professors of the universities, everywhere, search centers, in Asia, in China, in India, in wherever you go, in various languages, all languages, his work has been translated. After the story of the disappearance of the Shams, Rumi became the real Rumi, which now we know. And his routine changed. He asked his son and disciple, please come. And then he started just speaking and asked them to keep writing these things. And these verses in a poetic form, they came 35,000 to 40,000 verses came out of his tongue, in his heart, not from tongue, from his heart through his tongue. And they were recorded and they called a book Masnavi in Persian language. It was in Persian language. But Rumi knew Roman language, Persian language, Arabic language, and some other languages. He knew all those languages. He was speaking them. Some of it is very much there. Even the Turkish language, right? So he has written a few things. But the major language was the Persian, and it is very, very eloquent language. Actually, I feel that I should learn it more and more. I know it, but I want to master it. It is so beautiful language. There is when all these things happen over the period of time, and then he spread the message for the universal love. This love connects you, me, wherever, white, red, yellow, black, brown, whatever color we have, whatever faith we have, whether we are Hindus, whether we are Muslims, whether we are Christians, whether we are Jews, whether any religion we have, it connects us. Because we are from God. This is what the Rumi said. We are from one source, and we are going back to that source. And that is our reality. So we don't have to divide. Don't hate anybody, a person believing or not believing. Even he is hypocrite, he is whatever. This is not my job to judge him. Leave him free.
Yeah.
He is the judge. I am human beings. We cannot be judged for each other. So we just trust each other.
Yes.
We respect
very,
each other.
Very true.
So this is when our temple is heart, so our hearts are connected, and we spread the message of universal love among the nations, among the tribes, among the cities, among the people, from country to country. I think all our problem will be solved. We wouldn't need to create nuclear plants, and we don't need atom bombs, and we don't need these type of missile. Nothing, right? Because weapon of love is most powerful weapon. Whosoever will use it, he will win. And whatever way we kill people, whatever we do, occupy countries, we cannot conquer their hearts. We can only conquer the lands or the bodies. But inside people, the reality of them, we can never conquer them unless and until we give them love. So this is if we think that way, and love is our necessity. Love has various forms, and those forms, when we relate them with the God, the source is there. Then among the people, love between the father and daughter, there's a love between man and his wife or girlfriend, or love between the father and the son, and the mother and the son. And this is the various forms of love, which are all taking us towards the divine source of the eternal love of God. And when the love is spread, this is what the Rumi says, live in love, stay in love, and never separate from him, and never let anybody to separate you from love. This is the message is so powerful. Wherever I see people that various nationalities, even you go to the Facebook, there are so many pages created by so many different people. Everybody is talking about them. There are the Polish people, they have created page. Indian people have created page. Even the Deepak Chopra, very famous U.S. citizen, he opened a Rumi center in Delhi, in India. Although Rumi was he was a mystic, but by faith he was a Muslim. And Hindu faith is different. But when the message comes the same, actually the Christianity message or Judaism message or the Hinduism message, whatever is the message of Islam is the same. Only we interpret it differently, we use it differently, and we maybe politicize it. When we do politicize the religion, then things are different. Then we have our own interpretation. One verse everybody interprets. favor are there. You see, the objectives are the different. So they use the religion. Religion and faith must never be used, except it is a medium and connection with the God. And God is one for all of everybody, all of human creature, even the human, non-human, the dogs, the cows, the monkeys, the donkeys. God is the same
right.
for them. He created the trees. He created the flowers. He created the crops. He created the gold. He created the coal. Right. So this is his
right.
gift to the and mankind was. God said that this is the crown of my creation. So what we are crown of the creation, how we behave now. You see, the other day happened in your country, in United States. I learned through the newspaper news that they attacked the synagogue. This is very, very, very sad. This is lunatic. Why people behave in this way? Why they, with the force of gun, they want people to convert to their side? No, people are free, whatever they believe. God did not. God wanted we should have been just one. No, He sent different prophets. He just sent these books, but the message was same, which we misinterpret and we become very, very narrow-minded and prejudiced.
Yes.
This evil we play in the hands of the devil, so which we should not. And we should try to concentrate more on our heart, and we keep looking into heart unless it opens for love. When it opens for love, that's it, your life is changed. Your mind is different. Your feelings are different. Your life is different. Then no problem is for you. You see good thing in every even incident or accident in your life or illness in your life. You see an opportunity in that as another message for you. And there are so many instances that if we go, so we can try, and we try to criticize people, try to change. As the Rumi said, look, yesterday I was clever. I wanted to change people. Today I become wiser, so I want to change myself. Right?
Yes.
So if we try become wise people, we try to change ourselves, right? Our behavior, the way we talk with the people, the way we behave with the people, the way we other people. We will change. Our self will change. Look, I want this. That person wants same thing. So we have same feelings, we have same desires and needs, right? All we need that. So why not to share? Why not to care for the brothers and sisters? And if we live as human family, brothers and sisters, right? It demolishes all the barriers among us. You see, you sitting thousands of miles away from me, if I take a flight, it will take me 17 hours. But thanks to technology that I can speak to you, and we are talking for the last few years, right? And I feel so close, and we are so close, and you are so kind that I feel for you as that. What can I do for you, right? It's not that only the like any wrong feelings. No, the right feeling, human feelings. Other people like this, and if we help each other in this way, this world will become paradise over here. But unfortunate part is this: the devil plays its role, and we are led by evil forces, and we follow those type of things that of me. We become greedy, we become very selfish, right? These are the things, all the 12 commandments which is the Moses gave, or other prophets, or even the Old Testament and New Testament, even in the Quran I see them. These are the same principles. If we break these 12, we follow these 12, you see the fundamentals, the whole world is changed. But we don't want to follow. We say, we must not tell lie. But every day people are lying. We must not cheat, but people are cheating. We must not greed, but people do greed. Right? When it comes to them, this is my right. This is for me. So under this type of, the things we have to change. When we fell in love, love has various levels. That is it, and that is the reality. So this is the very, very, as I said, the very most powerful force is love. And you are doing it a great job service that you spreading this message. You make me to come to this program thousands of miles away and spreading this message. So what you will get out of it? No materialism we are looking for this. Rather, we are seeking getting the pleasure, satisfaction. Whatever amount of money we have, if we are not happy, it is useless. So when you have happiness in your mind, heart, and your body feels so comfortable, you sleep well, you feel well. You don't need the drugs, and you don't need the going to the every day to the pharmacies and buying tons of drugs and this vitamin and that painkiller and these things. When we start treating ourselves through love, you believe me, most of our illnesses, even physical, they disappear. Since I started this path, I never take a Panadol. So this is the message today, is that the Rumi spread the message of love, and there are all libraries, Rumi books are there. In every language they are there. And if we master these 40 rules of love, 40 lessons of love, believe me that we don't need any book, any other book for our life. It guides us from A to Z, from morning to night, and our entire life. And it will change so much. So positive, your mind becomes positive, your thinking becomes positive. All negative thoughts, they just gone out of our system. So I will recommend all my brothers and sisters through this program that Makila doing great job. Please look for this book, 40 Rules of Love or 40 Lessons of Love. Various people have lived and given it different titles. Or the story of the Rumi and Shams. And you will find a lot of peace, lot of understanding, and real understanding. And your life will be changed. You will be a different person. If I say that for the last 10, 20 years, I'm totally different person. No arrogance is left there. You see, this arrogance everybody has. When we are ignorant, we have arrogance. We have this envyism. We have jealousy. All these things are finished. All finished. I see anybody in the street happy, I feel happy. I see anybody painful, I feel pain in my body because of this person is going through this. Right? People in need, if we help them, it gives us great, great pleasure. Right? We came here empty-handed. We will leave this world all empty-handed. Even the pharaohs and the very, very big kings, they have billions and millions and the golds and whatnot they had. They haven't taken anything with them. Everything was left.
Right.
And their families were fighting that. They are seeing over their wealth which they left. So what is the use of this? Why we just not make it as our need? Whatever our needs are met, that's it. And we are the richest people, right? If we change the mindset. But this mindset cannot be changed by just merely studying the economics. You have to study the love. The subject of love is most important. Our soul only knows the language of love. And this language of love, we can learn it much better way through the Rumi, through his books. How many 100 years gone? You see, this is the 13th century. Now we are in the 21st century. So this year they will be celebrating his the passing over from this world. 745 years. 745 years. You feel that he's still alive. His burial place thousands of people from all nationalities and colors and faiths, they visit him. Right. And when you see the day, anniversary day, is celebrated on 17th of December every year. I'm not talking about hundreds, thousands and thousands of people go there. And there's a stadium where people have to buy a ticket to go inside and listen to this program. And that is, the stadium accommodates over 15,000 people who feel they are important, rich, or they VIPs. So they buy tickets and they go inside, where the whole city is full of people, and everybody is happy there. So this is maybe one day you will be visiting this, and I think you will be doing a program right from there.
That would be amazing. Just to share that, Mansour, I wanted to say again, thank you for coming on and sharing some of Rumi's messages, because his guidance is really important in our time. And, I just wanted to recap some of the highlights of our discussion of things that you've pointed out, at least that I've gleaned from this talk. But really, one thing that really stood out was that God really is within ourselves. We don't need to look outside of ourselves. I grew up religious. My family, my grandmother's Catholic on my mother's side, and I went with that. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong, just like you said, with Catholic, Jew, anybody. What I'm saying is, like you said, they use it politically, they corporatize things with the religion. There's agendas, but if you break that down and you just come back to the spirituality part, the good parts of religion, where we are all one, there is some kind of universal force that links us all. That's what matters. And then, the other thing I thought that was important that you mentioned was, not to judge one another. We don't even have time to judge each other, and that's not our business to do. And take that time back and that energy and go do your love, so you can actually help the world and your brother and sister better. And it's that universal love, like you said, but not judging. I think that's our problem, is we keep fighting with each other that we're wrong. And let us just all go do our loves in peace. We don't need to be fighting, like you said. No, we don't need to be building bombs to blow ourselves up. Unless some aliens invading us, we don't need to be fighting each other. So and then the other piece. Go ahead, Mansour.
Exactly. We just let people to live and to learn love, and not become their judge. We are not judges. Judge is only God. That's all. So if we have that, we just respect people, we love them, we care them. This is what we should be doing this. That people are in difficulties, we should be helping them. People are, whatever their needs are, whatever we can do, so we should help them. And that is where the whole message, the divine messages, this is where the prophets, they came, they spread the love, right? But the teachings of Jesus, what were there that, you just care for the people, and he was helping the people. And the Moses came, the same thing. He did not confront the pharaohs and these type of things. He did not. And the same the Muhammad, there were people throwing dirt on him and throwing stones on him. He did not respond to them with the same way. He was praying for them. And those people who were against him, they accepted whatever the teachings message he was giving. So ultimately they become. Even when there's a story of one lady that she was so much against him that really in a fight on his uncle, the heart, they killed him, and she took his heart and chewed his heart like this. That was so dead. Later, but he didn't do anything against. Later, he just found Muhammad's message, and she was apologizing. He said, no need of apologizing. You just be careful, and like that. So these people, all these people, whether they were saints or they were prophets, they were messengers, they were guides, they were all spreading the same message about one God and be human beings, be kind to each other, the mercy, spread the mercy. And God is full of mercy. But unfortunately, when this is all, we have to take out the politics aside and not use the religion and these things. Rather, we should unite people. Through our politics should be unity, for unity, not for division, not for greed. So, but we cannot change. We can try. We can try as much as we can spread this message. Thank you very much, Makila. I really appreciate, and I think that maybe at time we will do another program, because there are certain maybe the quotes from Rumi, which in this short program it was not possible. Maybe we will just only do one program and just about his quotes. What are those fundamental quotes? So we'll just do maybe at some time whenever you will have next time.
That sounds lovely, and Dr. Mansour. You know, the other thing I wanted, the last little piece I think I wanted to say was, again, we are living in an age that is crazy and amazing. I mean, we have the technology at our fingertips, at our ears. Like I said, like Mansour said, here we are on this program, not even oceans away, and making this happen, spreading love. So using what we have in our modern era, I mean, I think we are really advanced when it comes to technology, and obviously our spirits are still trying to catch up with our technology. So just matching that up and using what we've got, because we really can change this planet, and we already are. So one step at a time, and I just wanted to say, Mansour, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for wanting to be that part also, that's being the change. Like you said, change ourselves first. That's one of Rumi's messages. Don't worry about changing others or what they're thinking about you. Be that change, your behavior, everything, and they'll see that. That's the only way. That's your loudest message,
only find
is yourself.
We just open our heart, and then we find the God, and then it will be filled with love. And all blessings and love to you and all our listeners, all brothers and sisters, all over the world. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Listeners, thank you for joining us today. It's a pleasure to be bringing these shows to you. It is coming with love and light. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take care. Bye-bye. Big hugs.
Bye-bye.